Now, if I was Trump, I would look at that and said, I'm not having that man in my country. No. So it would be fun. Bring it on. Let's have it.
Ban him. Exactly. Give us a laugh, Donald Trump. Give us a laugh. And it means
we don't want Harry back.
The Mayor of London sure has a funny way of representing what he describes as the diversity of the city, which he has single-handedly destroyed. So last night, the soon-to-be, and I still struggle with this, Sir Sadiq Khan, posted on Instagram, "Here in London, we respect, celebrate, and embrace our diversity." Really? Because for a couple of years at least, London remains a majority white city. And actually, if we just go and have a look at that picture again, it's funny. Because I don't know about you, but I can't actually see one awful whitey there. Oh, okay, in the very corner. In the very corner. I think you can just see a forehead hidden. So we know that everything Khan does is about race baiting and trying to make the native population of London feel so uncomfortable and unsafe in their home that they just have to flee. But he's also prepared to cause serious damage to the country when it comes to geopolitics, especially regarding the man he hates more than anyone else in the world, Donald Trump. And he doesn't stop throwing around despicable false allegations of racism either.
It wasn't this colour skin. If I wasn't practicing Muslim, he would not come for me. He wasn't coming for me because I'm 5'6", right? He's come for me because of, let's be frank, my ethnicity and my religion's fact that I was speaking out against somebody whose policies were sexist, homophobic, Islamophobic, racist, wasn't because, I wanted to come to his attention, but because I have a responsibility to speak out if I think something's affecting not just Londoners, but affecting all of us.
Oh, yeah, right, mate. How do you explain Vivek Ramaswamy just being given one of the most important jobs in the administration? He doesn't hate you because of your skin colour. He hates you because of your false claims, constant attempts to divide, and critically, your previous support of extremists.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Namaduhu wa nasalli ala Rasulil Kareem. Brothers, sisters, respected elders, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I want to begin by saying congratulations to, as British Muslims, we are a vital part of Britain.
So today, I can reveal an audacious plan being discussed in Trump world, which has the support of many top British MAGA fans. Use Khan's past behaviour, including his links to the likes of Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam when he was a human rights lawyer, to slap him with a US travel ban. Now, you might remember that ironically, Khan was attempting to overturn a ban on Farrakhan entering the UK. Remember, this is the man who has called white people devils, Jewish folk bloodsuckers, and described Hitler as a very great man. But at the time, Khan insisted Farrakhan was a leader who wasn't anti-Semitic and didn't preach racial hatred or antagonism. He also campaigned to stop the extradition to the US of Baba Ahmad, who later pleaded guilty to terrorist offences. So a travel ban of Khan to the US would not only be bold and headline-grabbing, it would be bloody hilarious to shame the man who seems to spend his entire mayoralty trying to shame Trump. But now, the uncancelled interview. Oh, two of my absolute favourites are here. The wonderful Neil Hamilton, former minister, former leader of UKIP, legal expert, entertainment superstar. I don't know, Neil, is there anything else? Anything else?
Well, I've still got room for development, I think, before I go to the grave, so who knows?
You do. You absolutely do. And there she is, my little Christmas pudding, the wonderful Brit battle axe, Christine Hamilton.
Dan, I will assume that you're calling me a Christmas pudding because of my puddings
Yes.
on my jumper and
Yes.
not for any other reason.
No, but you are delicious, Christine. You are absolutely
you.
delicious. But look, Sadiq Khan, this is a good idea, isn't it, Neil?
Well, of course, I would have a great deal of sympathy with Donald Trump if he wanted to impose a travel ban on Sadiq Khan. But of course, the corollary of that is that we're going to be stuck with him here when he could be on the other side of the Atlantic making a nuisance of himself in America. And the other side of this coin is that we might find that Donald Trump's going to send Prince Harry back as a kind of Christmas present to us for 2025 he filled in his immigration details incorrectly, but who knows? I mean, Khan is a mediocre little jerk, and it's a tragedy that he's wrecking our capital city big time. And with the Labour government as well to build on that, I think Labour are in the process of destroying everything which we hold dear. So I would like personally to export the lot of them.
Yes, please. And Neil, what did you make of this photo? Because we have Khan saying last night, London's all about diversity. Now, London for the moment is a 53% white city. Now, that's what Khan believes is diversity. I saw one white person, but look at where they are. Look at where they are. I mean, it's quite extraordinary, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I wonder how many people would have voted to transform London in the way it has been transformed in recent decades. I bet there's a very small number of people throughout the country who actually know that London is not only half white.
Yes, no, I think that would shock a lot of people. But the thing is, Christine, great, I'm all for diversity, right? But diversity surely means that you need to have a photo filled with 50% white people if there are 50% white people living in the city.
Of course, and it's obvious to any right-thinking, normal person. Doesn't Khan have form on this? Didn't he put out a photograph of sort of something about, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. I can't quite remember. I should have looked it up, but the average London family or something, and there was nobody white there at all. I mean, they are the indigenous white population are hanging on, but only by their fingernails, and it's getting a weaker and weaker grip. I mean, way over, I think this figure is right, way over half the people in London were not born in this country. Now, I came to live in London.
Dan's one of them.
Pardon?
Yes, although I always have fights with people about this because I'm a British citizen, born British. My family born in Newcastle and Essex. So actually, I'm no different to Boris Johnson or Kemi Badenoch, a Brit who was born overseas and returned to my motherland. But first, we've been told our whole lives that wrinkle creams were the easiest way to look younger. Now, one doctor says that's nothing but old news. According to Dr. John Lake, the world-renowned Beverly Hills beauty expert, most wrinkle fixes on the market are nothing but glorified moisturizers. They hardly make a dent on your appearance, and some can even be harmful to your skin, he said. Recently, Dr. Lake has focused his attention away from mainstream cosmetic practices. Why? So that he can pursue a revolutionary anti-aging breakthrough, one that some experts say could empty the wallets of the cosmetic industry. It's almost like Photoshop for your face. You may even be mad after seeing how easy it is to visibly erase your wrinkles from view, Lake told reporters. His personal clients have dubbed his new do-it-yourself technique the Age Rewinder method because it can take years or even decades off your appearance in under 2 minutes. In light of this amazing breakthrough, Dr. Lake has released a step-by-step guide to the public, free and uninterrupted, where he outlines exactly how to use this simple solution from home. If this helps even one person look younger or feel more confident, I'll be thrilled knowing I helped, Dr. Lake commented. The video has since gone viral. At first, it was shared by users on Facebook, but since then, it's racked up over 2.3 million views and counting. So far, the comments and feedback have been outstanding, with thousands of women reporting they look decades younger. One viewer even commented, "Best results of anything I've used. I can't believe how well this works. I'll never stop using this. I don't understand how it works, but the results are great. Thank you." So you can find out more about this yourself right now. Go to bhmd1.com/outspoken or click on the link in the description box below. That's www.bhmd1.com/outspoken. Now, there is one thing Dr. Lake asked from his viewers. If watching this video helps you look and feel younger than you have in years, then please share this video with your friends and loved ones. Together, we have the power to help as many women reclaim a youthful look as possible. So go watch the video at bhmd1.com/outspoken right now, or just click on the link in the description box below.
Of course, Dan, but you're exceptional in so many ways. But I first came to work in London in 1970, the back end of 1970, when I left university. And the London that I knew then is just gone. It is completely different now. It is a different city, and it's almost unrecognizable, which to me is a tragedy. But people like Sadiq Khan and his supporters would say, well, who cares about her? Good riddance. She's just the sort of person we want to get out of our capital city.
And what do you think about this idea of Trump's team considering a travel ban? Because, Christine, it does seem to be forgotten, these extremist links. I mean, Khan's defense of Farrakhan, for example, is utterly shocking, given his position on Jewish people, white people. And you can't just defend your job as a human rights lawyer when you are actually making statements in public defending this guy, which simply weren't true. I mean, how can you describe someone who calls Jewish people bloodsuckers and compliments Adolf Hitler? How can you say they're not anti-Semitic?
Well, you can't. I mean, you just can't. No way. How far back, I mean, in Khan's defense, let's try a bit of devil's advocate. How far back do you go in somebody's life? But the point about Khan, surely, and you will know the detailed answer to this, is that he hasn't changed. He has not changed his view. He has not reformed. He is still just the same Sadiq Khan. He is just now cloaked in the respectability of being the mayor of what used to be one of the great capital cities of the world. And I think it still is, but for how much longer, goodness knows.
Well, I don't think it is anymore, to be honest. You try traveling around London City, it's impossible. You try getting your phone out on the streets of London, and it's impossible. Remember, I've been mugged twice since Khan became mayor. There has been one attempted mugging, which was utterly terrifying because it was two guys completely hooded on the back of a motorcycle. And the problem is your initial instinct is to say, get the hell away. And so I did put my phone away and hoped that they weren't going to come for me, which they didn't. They gave up. But it was under a bridge. I was completely on my own. And the advice, obviously, these days is just hand over whatever they want. Don't intervene if someone is being attacked. And all of this has happened since Khan became mayor. When Boris Johnson was mayor of London, no one had those types of fears. And it is now a lawless city as well, Neil, because you can steal something, you know there's going to be no consequences. You can burgle someone's home, you know there's going to be no consequences.
Yeah, well, effectively, the Metropolitan Police have given up their traditional role of policing crime, haven't they? They're much more interested now in pursuing thought crimes and tweets and posts on social media. The real crimes that people suffer on a daily basis in their homes and on the streets, I'm afraid, go undetected or unpunished, even if you manage to identify the culprit. And our courts as well are so riddled with political correctness that they don't impose condign punishments on people who need to be deterred and others who might follow them in their malpractices. So I'm afraid you're absolutely right. I mean, the knife crime statistics in London are absolutely horrifying. And God knows what it's like to be a school kid in inner London today. And families, I think, must be in absolute despair about
Totally.
what their children are being brought up to learn in the environment, which is more like a battleground than an educational establishment.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, what a place to grow up. No wonder so many people end up hardened criminals. But Christine, the problem that I have and why I think I'd like Trump to take action is it is just completely nonsensical for him to constantly describe Trump as racist. Look at his hiring of Vivek Ramaswamy. Look at all of the hires that he made during his first administration. And that is the worst type of far left liberal to me. Someone where any criticism is instantly blamed on identity politics. It's infuriating. Someone can criticize me without me saying, oh, it's because I'm white or it's because I'm gay. Someone can criticize you without you saying it's because you're a woman.
No, absolutely. And let's be honest, Trump is going to be, he already is, and we're 30 days from the inauguration or something. He is already a massive breath of fresh air, which we are beginning to feel across the Atlantic. And once he gets his feet properly under the table in the Oval Office, I think it's going to be a really good vibes for this country, amazingly. And my goodness, we need something like that. And look what Khan did when Trump came to London, whenever it was. He flew that balloon of Trump as a baby in a nappy. I mean, why should Trump want that man anywhere near the country when he is in charge? He'll be the president, in charge of the House of Representatives, Congress, etc. He really is going to have ultimate authority. And there you are. Well done. There is the picture. Now, if I was Trump, I would look at that and said, I'm not having that man in my country. No. So it would be fun. Bring it on. Let's have it.
Ban him. Exactly. Give us a laugh, Donald Trump. Give us a laugh. And it means
we don't want Harry back. We do not want Harry
it's
back.
True. Exactly. That's not the deal. Okay. That's not the deal. If we have to keep Khan, you have to keep Harry. Exactly. I think that's a fair trade. Thank you so much for watching Dan Wootton Outspoken. Please click on my face just to the bottom left to subscribe to this brand new independent news source and turn on the notification bell so you'll be alerted to our brand new live shows, uncancelled interviews, and special royal episodes. Outspoken is also now available as a podcast, so you can listen to the show every weekday on the go, wherever you are.